because you've just written down what is basically the most common chord progression of all time, which is really cool. And you didn't even have to think about it. So what I want you to do is play it with 4 beats per chord, octaves in the left hand. And if you go downwards, it'll probably sound better. Try it out.
You're listening to The Topcast, the original podcast for growth-minded instrumental music and voice teachers since 2015, with your host, Tim Topham. Our mission at Top Music is to empower instrumental music and voice teachers to find and nurture their innate creativity so that they can teach lessons that are innovative, integrated, and inspiring, and that will have a positive lifelong impact on their students. Join us each week as we interview teachers and creators from around the world and unpack fun and exciting ideas to maximize your teaching and studio business success. Hey, I'm Tim Topham, and this is The Topcast, the world's biggest podcast for music teachers. Nearly 500 episodes and 11 years in, we're still exploring the smartest, most creative ways to teach and run a thriving studio. If you're keen to keep learning and growing, you're definitely in the right place. Let's dive in. Today, you get to see my online teaching in action. Well, to be specific, you get to see a little bit of a lesson because I didn't want to bore you with a whole lesson. So for some background, my student, her name is Phoenix. She's a teenager over in California. A really talented student, very much multi-instrumental, loves pop music, singing, playing a whole lot of different styles. And we work on, 3 key aspects: technique, classical music, which she wants to get better at and enjoys exploring, and also working on lead sheets and pop music and chord progressions and things like that. So in this part of the lesson, it's the start of a brand new lesson. I don't think I'd seen Phoenix for a couple of weeks because of holidays and our Top Music Live event. So I thought we'd start off with something completely different. And I can't think of a better thing to do, particularly with teenagers, than 4-chord composing. So if you've heard about 4-chord composing, but not really sure what it is or how it works, then you'll actually get to see it or hear it in action today. It's one of my favorite all-time frameworks that I've ever put out for music teachers. It's a guaranteed win for students. You'll love it. They'll love it. They learn lots about chords, and in the process, they really get to kind of make up their own pop chord progression. And as you'll see in today's lesson, not only do they enjoy creating a chord progression, we get to talk theory and put theory into practice, more importantly. So you'll hear me use this as a chance to revise cadences, for example. So if you've ever thought, well, how boring are cadences to teach, then look at this and watch what I do, because this is a perfect example of what I call integrated music teaching, where the theory and the general knowledge and all of the non-sort of playing parts of music are integrated into the lesson. Students learn best when they're learning by doing, and they're exploring and making connections as they go. So this is one of those opportunities that is really powerful for things like cadences. Now, right at the start of this recording, you'll hear her ask something like, "Oh, can you see what's on my screen?" or something like that. Now, for those of you who are listening, I'm showing her a circle of fifths. And I've only been teaching Phoenix for, I don't know, maybe 6 months or a little bit more. And she's a transfer student from one of my members, as I mentioned, I think in the show last week. So I wasn't too sure if she'd done this activity before, that right at the start, so that's why I was asking about that. And so this is the first time that she's ever had this experience of what I call 4-chord composing. So if you'd like to actually see this lesson in action, you'll be able to see the screen, which she would be able to see, of me. And I use multiple screen views. So you'll see my iPad, you'll see an overhead piano, and also Classroom Maestro, which brings up a digital keyboard on the screen. So you'll see me switch between some of those views. You'll see her face and also her hands, which are the 2 views that she always has turned on for me. If you'd like to look at that and watch it, then head to the show notes page for today, topmusic.co/episode 464, and we'll have an embed or at least a link to the video of this episode. It's probably going to go onto YouTube as well. So without further ado, here is about 20 minutes of one of my online lessons. Hope you enjoy it.
What can you remember about what this diagram can help you understand?
I guess chord relativity.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Like G is the fifth of C, D is the fifth of G.
Yeah.
And then the relative minors.
Yeah, cool. And what do you know about, if we just take this bunch of chords here, what do you know about that group?
That's the major chords of C.
Yeah, good. So the major chords of C, F, G, and C, and then the minor chords as well, right? So this piece of, it's like a piece of pizza, yeah? Anytime you put the key of the song you're playing in the middle, the chords around it are the ones that are most likely to be found in a pop song, right? So what I'd like to do is have you just got a bit of paper that you could write on? And I want you to just write this. So just copy what I've done, which is C and then three lines, like you're playing Hangman. And I want you to fill the 3 blanks with any of the 6 chords in that piece of pie around C. Don't play it, just write it. We'll play it next. So we're just going to do this theoretically first. So tell me what you wrote down.
C, A minor, F, G.
And did you write that because it's familiar to you?
No.
Because you've just written down what is basically the most common chord progression of all time, which is really cool. And you didn't even have to think about it. So what I want you to do is play it with 4 beats per chord, octaves in the left hand. And if you go downwards, it'll probably sound better. Try it out. Yeah, try it again. Yeah, good. What if I asked you to play that in 3/4?
When you count 3/4, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, very nice. I just wanted to throw that in there just to see if I could trick you. Nice. So you've just written the chord progression. Yay, you could write a whole song on that chord progression, as has many people before. So what I want you to do now is let's do another line, same thing, but this time new sequence. Any of them, major, minor, any order. And then let me know what you've written it so I can put it on my screen. Don't worry too much about it because we'll hear it and then we can talk about it. So what have you selected? A minor? Yeah. And then what was the last one?
D.
Sweet. All right, give that a play. Let's go back to 4/4 time. Just steady 4 chords for each one. Oh, okay. So what do we think about that one?
It's very evanescence sounding.
It is. It does have a bit of an evanescence kind of feel to it, actually. I agree with that. Ooh, what was that? F. Did you add a sneaky F in after the D minor?
F7.
Oh, F major 7, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So F major 7. Did you know that when you write major 7, there's a shortcut that looks like a triangle?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, F major 7. And then you went back to C. So this is interesting because tell me what you think of the difference between your first chord progression, the last chord was G, going to C. The second chord progression had D going to C. Which one's the more powerful conclusive ending?
The G.
Yeah, and why is that?
Because I forgot the word for it. It's not leading tone. It's something else. I don't remember.
The G chord. So it's the fifth, yeah? And you're trying to think of the name of that chord, right?
Yeah.
Starts with D. Is dominant? Is that what you were thinking?
No. Like,
Oh, you're thinking of the two chords,
yeah.
the two chords that finish a piece? Yes. I was going to get to that. So can you remember what the word is? Starts with C this time. C.
I don't. Coda?
Oh, you're kind of close. Cadence.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you remember cadence? So what were the two most common types of cadences? The ones that feel most complete?
And the one, so the 5 to the 1.
Yep. Demonstrate that one. Good. And it will sound even better if the leading tone, what's the leading note? What's the leading note in the key of C?
What does that mean?
The leading tone.
You mean like the C chord itself, or like
In the scale of C?
C?
No. So C is the tonic. So each note of the scale has a name, right? So we know G is the dominant, we talked about, right?
Yeah.
One of these notes is known as the leading note, and it's the one that if you just go up one step, it rises to the tonic and sounds really complete. So what's the note one below the tonic?
The B.
The B, yeah? So the B is called the leading note or leading tone. If you put that...
See, that's what I was talking about.
Did you say leading tone?
Yeah. Or like,
Oh, before, yes, you did. So the leading tone is the seventh note of the scale. So with that G chord, if you play the G chord like I'm doing here, with the leading tone at the top, it will naturally sound like it wants to go here. Yeah? So that'll sound even more complete than if I did this, for example, Phoenix. If I went like this, won't sound as complete as this. That's it. Okay, so that was one of the most common cadences. That was the 5 to 1, right? Can you remember what that was called? Because that had a name as well.
what do you mean?
The name of that cadence. So when a piece of music finishes 5 to 1, that cadence has a name. I know that you know it. We just haven't talked about it for a while.
What letter does it start with?
That one starts with P.
I don't know.
It's called... What's the name given when something is just absolutely as you want it? No, it's hard to describe, isn't it?
Perfect fifth?
Perfect. It's a perfect cadence, right?
Oh. I didn't
So
know.
you haven't learned that before? Okay, so a perfect cadence, 5 to 1. So that was the one that Mozart and Beethoven, everyone... That kind of thing. That is a perfect cadence, used all the time. So write down, just as I've done, cadences 5 to 1 is a perfect. Now, what's the second most conclusive sounding cadence? What do you think, what chord, so we've gone 5 to 1, what's another really strong, what's the second most important chord in the key of C? It's shown by the pi. F. So if you write down an F, which is a 4 to 1, and for whatever reason, they used to write these in Roman numerals all the time, so I'm kind of old school like that. 4 to 1, and this was used a lot in hymns. You've probably heard that kind of sound before. So if you try F to C in first inversion, yeah. Sometimes called the Amen cadence because it was used in hymns a lot. Do you know the name given to that one? I'm guessing you may not have learnt this if you didn't know the perfect one. No, it's called plagal. Have you heard that word before? So I'm going to test you on this next week. Plagal, P-L-A-G-A-L, plagal cadence, 4 to 1. So what I really loved was when you played your second chord progression, you naturally went from the D minor to this F major 7. So what kind of cadence are you using if you're going F to C?
The playful one.
Plagal, yeah. And it automatically sounds better than D minor to C. I do like that ending. I think it's cool. Would it work if you just took out the D minor and played that progression with the F7 at the end? How would that sound?
Better, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, something else really cool. I've just noticed. I want you to. What did you do then?
I don't even know.
What? No, that sounded really good. What was that? Did you go down?
Looking. I wasn't even looking.
You finished on C, and I think then you went. Did you go down to a B in the left hand?
I don't
No?
know.
Something
I wasn't
happened.
even looking at my hands.
Oh, that was really cool. So, something else is going on which is really cool, and I want to bring it out. And that is, I want you to play the chord progression again, and I want you to listen, because there's one note that isn't changing through all of those chords. It's a common tone to every chord. And it's really cool.
Are you talking about the E?
Yeah. Which is why the major 7 at the end sounds so good. So play it all again. I want to hear that. I want to hear you bring out that E.
Reflexively playing the harmony.
Yeah, bring it out as you play the chord progression again. Yes. Yeah, love it.
Yep.
I liked how naturally your ear you wanted to hear that change of the note before the end. Phoenix, such a great composer. That is so good. Okay, let's do one in A minor as well. So let's write A minor at the start, and then again your 3.
Oh, it's the other one's turn.
I can hear it. Sounds like someone practicing a violin in the background. That's your cat being bathed, is that right?
That's the other one. That's the one you heard before.
You know, cats don't, like, we've got 2 cats, they don't need to be bathed. Like, they lick themselves clean.
Yeah,
Well, they should.
Our cats do that, but they also go outside. And
Oh,
dirt.
right. Oh, okay. Dirt. I love that word. Dirt. All right. What? Just.
Do I have a very Californian accent?
Dirt. Yeah. Say. What do you get at McDonald's that you eat? What's that called?
A fish fillet? Big Mac?
Who buys a fish fillet? Does anyone buy them? Do you?
That's the only thing.
Really? That's hilarious. No, what's the generic word for the thing that you hold in your hands and you eat?
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, just burger, right?
Burger?
So I love, burger.
What do you guys call it?
Burger.
What?
Yes.
Burger?
No, say burger. Yeah, burger. That's it. Dirt, burger. Dirt burger. A minor. What were your 3 other choices so I can write them down?
A minor, F major, C, and D minor.
Ooh, great. All right, let's play through it.
I accidentally just made a different chord progression.
Yeah, that was different. That's cool, but let's play. I just want to hear what's written first.
Needs another chord.
Yeah, what's the weakest part of that?
The C.
Yeah, let's flip that. What if we flip that around? Oh, see that one. What do you notice when chords move in sequence? So, if for example I did the C progression and I went C, D minor, E minor, F.
Yeah.
I mean that works, right? But it's a bit.
Climber.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you a sense of lift, but I think the weakness in that last one is the C to the D minor. I think it always sounds better if they jump a little bit. So why don't you swap either the C or the D minor? What could we go to instead? Oh, was that G instead of C? Oh, what do you think of that? I want to play it. Although you've still got that sense of these two in a row then, which isn't just not quite as strong. What if you went to E minor as a second chord?
Like a down step?
So A minor to E minor to G to D. Try that one that I've written on the screen, the last one. Yeah, I don't know. The bit I like is this. Something about that sounds really cool to me.
The A minor to the E minor?
Yeah, no, the G to the D minor. Anyway.
Sounds very emo.
It does a bit, yeah. So is this isn't something you've done before?
I think I've done something similar, but not like in this form.
Cool. Well, what I'd like you to do between now and next week is start yourself off on a couple more C and A minor ones. If you want to go 8 chords, 8-bar progression, that's cool too. And it would be awesome if you wanted to try a different key as well. Pick somewhere else around the circle, move the pie around. I wouldn't go right to the bottom. Gets a bit, I mean, you can do if you want to. But just stick to the pie and just move it around somewhere else and try a different chord progression. Like you might start on G minor or F sharp minor or something, okay?
Oh.
And I think what will happen, Phoenix, is you'll play around with these and you'll make mistakes, or you'll just start making things up and go, oh, that sounds really cool. And that's what I want to hear next week, okay?
Okay.
Brilliant.
So what did you think? I'm always open to feedback. No lessons are ever perfect, particularly when you're working live like this. So I would love to hear what you think. Is this what you thought four-chord composing was? Have you tried to do this before? Has it worked online or in person? I would love to hear your feedback. You can let us know your thoughts on this episode either at the YouTube video or wherever you're listening to this episode, or at the show notes, or just send us an email or leave a comment on any of our social media channels. Just say, hey, just listen to episode 464 and here are my thoughts. I'm always happy to get feedback. Next week, we're starting a new month, which means a new topic here at Top Music. And the topic we're exploring is studio transformations. And we have an incredible guest coming up who I'll introduce you to next week, who is joining our next spotlight. It's an incredibly talented author from the USA. Many of you will know of him. He has a very savvy approach to music teaching. If you know, you know. We'll introduce him and talk more about the next month's topic of studio transformations. on next week's episode. I can't wait to speak to you then. And until then, I hope your teaching goes really, really well. Have fun. How do you keep up to date with all the latest trends and research into music education? How do you connect with other teachers around the world and make sure your teaching stays fresh and relevant for students of all ages and stages, both now and into the future? I created our Top Music Pro membership to be the one-stop shop for music teaching resources, training, support and community, and I'd love for you to come and join us inside. With over 40 comprehensive training courses, hundreds of teaching demonstrations and lesson plans, free monthly sheet music, discounts, and all the business and pedagogy support you could ever need, Top Music Pro is the community you've been looking for. If you're ready to level up your learning from the podcast and join thousands of other teachers in our global network, head over to topmusicpro.com today. If you enjoy this show and want to hear more of our work, be sure to subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening today. For links and resources mentioned in this episode, visit us at topmusic.co/podcast or check out the show notes. I'm Tim Topham. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy your week ahead, and I'll catch you next time.